Hey my loves, welcome to my channel, where I help you glow up from the inside out. Today we are talking about most people's number one fear, and that is the fear of failure. In this video, I am going to share 3 tips, one of which is so underrated and that I'm saving till last. So make sure you watch this video to the end to reframe how you see failure. Also, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and turn on the notifications bell if you're serious about your glow up. I want you to join me on this thought experiment. You're looking after, let's say, a 10-month-old, and all of a sudden, they're crawling, and then they get up and do a sprint from one end of the room to another end of the room. What would you be thinking? What in the world is going on here, right? None of us learned to walk by just getting up and walking. We got up, we did a little waddle, maybe took a few steps, then we fell over. Then guess what? We picked ourselves up and started walking again. You don't think about it today, but you stumbled and failed probably hundreds of times to get it to the stage you have now. So my point is, we need to reframe failure as learning, because it is a necessary part of the learning process. If you are not failing, it means you are not learning. And if you are not learning, it means you are not growing, which means you're stagnant. So keep this equation in mind next time you feel afraid of failing. Failure equals learning equals growth. Now, if you're on this channel, my assumption is you want to grow. So you cannot do that without failure. So stop fearing the inevitable and start to see it as feedback from the universe that there's more for you to learn. The next thing to keep in mind about failure is expressed by the 2 words that I'm about to say. I'll give you a clue. NC. Pause the video and see if you can figure it out. Okay. Nobody cares. That's right, my darlings. Nobody cares. The reason why so many of us are hung up on failure is because we convince ourselves that we are being watched. We convince ourselves that there is an audience of haters sitting around waiting for us to fall. Now, I'm not going to gaslight you. Maybe you do have people around you who are toxic, bad mind, who don't want you to win, and who are waiting for you to mess up. But the reality is, most people, or people with their own lives, have not got time to spend that much time worrying about you and what you're doing. It's kind of like an out of sight, out of mind thing. So even your haters probably aren't thinking about you when you're not there. And if they are, leave that one to the Lord. The reality is, people are focused on their own problems, their own lives, and their own endeavors. And they're worried about what they're doing and how they look, way more than they could be spending time thinking about you. So stop imagining that everyone is going to be there to laugh at your failure, because the truth is, nobody cares. And the people who are weak enough and silly enough to do that are not people whose opinion you should value anyway, because they're usually people who haven't accumulated anything because they're too busy watching other people's plate. So for those of you who are super serious about your glow up and have waited till this part of the video, here goes my number 1 underrated tip about failure that's going to help you see it in a completely different way. The only type of failure you should fear is slow failure. Another way of saying this is FF. Fail fast. Now, what do I mean by this? Some people will get into a relationship with somebody, they'll realize pretty early on that it's not working, and the more time they invest, the harder it is for them to walk away, because they think, well, I've been here 2 years, I've given 2 years of my life to this, which then becomes, I've given 3 years of my life to this, which then can become, I've given 10 years of my life to this. And before you know it, they've given so much time because they were afraid of just failing and failing fast. So what does fail fast mean? It basically means identify when something isn't working quickly. That's step 1. Step 2 is to take action to do small tweaks before you abandon it. So see if there's things that you can do to course correct without abandoning the whole project. And 3, if those tweaks that you implement quickly after quickly realizing that something is wrong don't work, bounce. Fail fast. Don't spend time failing slowly. That's the only thing you should fear, is knowing for years that something isn't working out, whether it's a job, whether it's a relationship, whether it's health practices, but continuing to do those things because your pride won't let you walk away, because you're afraid of what other people will think, or because you see it as a bad thing about you. Winners fail fast because they identify when something isn't working very quickly, they are receptive to that feedback, and then they are receptive in what they do next. Remember, fail fast and you can't go far wrong. I hope you found this video helpful, my loves, and I hope it's given you the courage to try that thing that you're super nervous to try. Go ahead and do it. The best thing that could happen is that you're successful and you get what you want. And the worst thing that can happen is that you fail, which means you learn, which means you grow. Make sure you're subscribed and turn on the notification bell if you're serious about your glow up, because we are going all the way up in this community. Until the next one, mwah.